You referenced the bill earlier that you've been a proponent of, that you've crafted. Tell me the status of that. Tell me what you'd like to have happen in that.
Yeah, if you're watching this podcast and you have a Democrat U.S. congressman or a Democrat senator that make certain that you lobby them hard to sign on to this bill. It's common sense. It says, look, one set of federal standards for 10 years that are technologically achievable and aspirational. We're not trying to go backwards on emissions or fuel economy standards, but we got to give the car companies certainty. They got to know the rules of the road so they can design the cars that people want to buy. If that's electric, great, but we can't force one technology down customers' throats. It doesn't work. And I think that will lower the price of cars, Jason. Because if you're, for example, Ford, and you're losing tens of thousands of dollars per car making EVs, well, you have to raise the price of the cars people do want in order to not obviously go bankrupt. So that allows them to price cars that consumers want more aggressively, allows these companies to be healthier. So it's an imperative that we get this bill done, especially with heavy duty trucks and semis, of course, of which a bunch of them are made in Ohio. Kenworth has a great facility in Chillicothe, Ohio. They can't make electric semis at the rate that California wants them. So we need to get this bill across the finish line this year. It's very important.
And of course, automakers have been whipsawed with changing regulations. You and I have sat and witnessed this, you on the dealer side, me on the media side for quite some time. One set of standards, you're saying?
That states can't change. So
Right.
California can't decide, well, I don't care what the federal government tells you, General Motors, you have to make these kinds of cars in my state, which they banned internal combustion engine cars after 2030. That's lunacy. New York State, for example, last year, 7% of the cars that were sold in New York were electric, 7%, with massive subsidies, which, by the way, are going to go away. And next year, they have to sell 35% EVs. Not possible. It's like if my trainer tells me, hey, I know you can bench 100 pounds, maybe exaggerating there, but next week you have to bench press 500. Not for lack of will, but it's not
Right.
happening. So look, we got to give the car companies the room they need to be able to produce the cars they want. Dealers see that every day, Jason. Dealers know exactly what consumers want. They have their pulse on the market. They feed that information up to the car companies in the form of ordering one kind of car versus another. And that gives them the market intelligence they need to be able to actually know what kind of cars to make. But right now, the government is being the block in that process.